What up, college football fans? Who's ready for Week 8 college pick'em? Woohoo! I know I sure am. Well, I'm your host, Dustin.
I'm Logan.
Will. Preston.
We're holding it down here for week number 8. Looking forward to an awesome slate of college football. Man, we've had a good season so far. We had a big announcement last week. Hopefully you've already heard about our new sponsor, Midland Valley Christian Sports. So make sure you give them a shout out. Go check them out. If you're looking for a local place to have sports for your kids, I cannot recommend them enough. Really appreciate MVC Sports for being our sponsor on our show. With that being said, if you'd like to sponsor the Saturday College Pick'em Show, please leave us a comment in the chat, send us a message, or contact any of the hosts seated here today. and we will get you checked in to be a sponsor for our show. Coming up on the slate, we're going to go through rapid fire picks. Then we're going to have our special segment of the dumpster fire of the week. Yep. And then we'll get into our main picks of the week. And then our game of the week this week, sponsored by Midland Valley Christian Sports, is the Penn State Nittany Lions versus the Ohio State Pecans. Buckeyes. I'm just kidding. That's okay. So that's our game of the week. Look forward to awesome picks. Make sure you're in the comments section letting us know how you feel. If you are a Ohio State fan, this one's for you. We've been hearing it from you guys wanting to pick an Ohio State game. So here we go. We're going to talk about Ohio State tonight. So if you're a fan of that, give us a comment, give us a share. Follow us along as we're picking. Let us know who you have as your favorites in the game, and we'll go from there. But first up, we're going to give an update on all of our picks so far and see what our scoreboard is. And so let's see what our graphic is for the update. Cue Preston.
What's that?
We're looking at our updates for all of our.
My bad, guys. You had a guest coming in.
We had a special guest join us for a second family show. All right, there's our update. Now there's one person that is in the dumpster fire position. That is yours truly, 29 and 19. Followed closely by Mr. Preston at 30 and 18. And we got two leaders right now, two kings going at 31 and 17. That's Mr. Logan and Mr. Will. So Logan and Will, congratulations. How's it feel to be on top?
Very good. Feels good.
Feels good to be good, right?
It's all right. I mean, we're about halfway through. I mean, there's still a long way to go.
A long way.
We'll see.
We're all there.
If I've learned anything from being a Carolina fan, it's enjoying while you're ahead, because it's probably not going to last.
Yeah, it's probably going to mess up in the last
enjoy
5
the
minutes,
mountaintop.
Listen, I think we could all agree.
Yep.
You just can't go with Carolina anymore.
Don't spoil the show too fast. Now.
Maybe Jacksonville State.
Dumpster fire's next.
Yeah, right. Don't skip the segments here. Right? All right, so let's just jump into our rapid fire of the week. So let's go down here. We got first off number 14 Utah taking on number 18 USC. Logan.
Oh man, Utah has kind of been back and forth all year, but give me Utah.
Okay, good pick. Preston.
USC.
Okay, Will.
This one was tough. I think Caleb Williams bounced back. Yeah, gotta go USC.
I gotta go USC as well. I think Utah definitely is capable of winning this game. It's who's going to show up. So next pick, number 13, Ole Miss taking on War Eagle Auburn Tigers. Preston.
Jackson Dart and Ole Miss.
Yes, sir.
Auburn's got nothing for them. Ole Miss.
Okay.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. I got Ole Miss as well, so that's a clean sweep there. Auburn's the almost team, so I'm not going to pick them right
The Carolina of the West.
That's too far.
Too soon.
Don't insult them like that.
And then our last pick of the week, probably the easiest pick of rapid fire session, I hope. Army versus number 19, LSU.
I like it.
Will.
Represent.
They got the Army colored end zone this week. I'm going LSU.
Okay, good. Yeah, you have me going there for a second. All right. I'm going to go LSU.
LSU.
Okay.
I mean, I thought I'd come here to represent Army. You
need to put a shirt on. I can't see.
I'm blended in. Where am I? Not LSU by a lot.
LSU by a lot. Yeah, I think the range right now is 31 points, and this one isn't going to be
It's
pretty.
nowhere near what it should be.
It's going to be bad. So.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, if you're online, let us know. Hit us up in the chat. Make sure you're sharing this on Facebook. If you're with us on Twitter, share it on Twitter as well. But, man, follow us at the Saturday College Pick'em Show. All right, Mr. Will, it is your time to shine. It is time for the dumpster fire of the week. We're going to get a cool, buffer video. I'll make you a buffer video.
I like it.
All right. Dumpster fire.
There was a lot of options this week. I really went through a lot of different things. Dan Lanning made some questionable calls to lose Oregon that game last week, I feel like. They probably should have beaten Washington. But hats off to the quarterback, Penix, and everything. They did a good job bouncing back. I could have gone Carolina's defense again. But, I mean, at this point, until they fire Clayton White, I want to be clear. I pointed that out before fire Clayton White became a thing. I was ahead of the trend. I saw it coming.
It's definitely trending.
And but that's going to be an every week thing now, probably. So I don't want to keep spinning out the same thing over and over. I think the biggest thing last week that came to mind was Caleb Williams. 3 picks in the first quarter, did not go over 200 passing yards.
Wow.
And only threw for 1 touchdown.
Wow.
Listen, today I saw he did that on purpose to kind of stunt his draft capital. That way he can kind of fall back a little bit in the draft.
I mean, everybody's got excuses for why they stink.
I think it's just,
we hear it from Shane Beamer every week.
About as official as Beamer kicking the cooler. So
I mean, but Caleb Williams, on one of their biggest games so far, against a struggling Notre Dame team, goes in there and absolutely craps the bed. Like,
whoa,
looks
family
terrible.
show.
It's not. I mean, however you want to phrase it, looked terrible. And I mean, had an opportunity to really put himself as the front runner for the Heisman, run away with it, and put USC in the playoff committee, and just threw it all away. And so for that, I'm gonna have to make him the dumpster fire.
Wow, Caleb Williams, man, that's tough. The guy that took Spencer Rattler's job. So there you go.
Yeesh.
Wow. All right. So that's your dumpster fire of the week. Let us know what you think of the dumpster fire of the week in the comment section. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the Saturday College Pick'em Show. We want to make sure as many people are watching as possible. We love our Thursday night. So glad we're back here on Thursday night. We got our first comment of the night brought to you by one of our favorite people in the chat, Mr. Tyler McNulty. The boys are back in town.
Go Braves.
So I'm gonna have to get you a recorded audio of that and sing it for us.
The Diamondbacks won tonight, so the Phillies lost. That's all you could.
Root for it. They couldn't steal their style.
I think everybody's happy when the Phillies lose, so that's a good day. So, all right, moving right along. Let's jump right into our picks of the week. We're rolling right on into the show here. So our first game that we're going to pick today is none other than our very own South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 20 Tigers of Mizzou, the Battle of Columbia. For anybody else in the world that doesn't follow either one of these teams, which is probably 99% of everybody that's watching the show, this actually is a trophy game. I don't want to get too much into the negative degree here, but I'm gonna let Preston lead us off with this pick here. I know.
Lead it off.
This
All right, so with Carolina, let's be honest.
Talk to us.
It's a stressful situation. Like, anytime I watch a game on a Saturday, I feel myself, like, getting a little short breath and just, like, feeling weird. I'm like, we're going to a party last weekend, and I'm like, why do I feel stressed out right now? You know why? Because Carolina was playing football.
Yes.
So that's just the situation that we're all dealing with right now. We don't know. I mean, we know our offense is going to show up, but we can't stop it. I mean, as of right now, the statistic with D1 football is Carolina's pass defense is the worst.
Dead last.
Dead last. How do you become dead last? I mean, ridiculous. I watched the Spurs Up show, and they're talking about how we have the talent. The guys that are in the secondary were all 3-4-star players. Now, 2 of them were All-Americans last year. And so how do we wind up having dead last? I think it comes down to schemes and coaching. I think we need to make a lot of changes. And for that reason, with Brady Cook is probably the second best SEC quarterback as of right now. Brady, right? Brady Cook?
Brady Cook.
Yeah. It's too similar to another name. Anyways, I think, we're going to lose. And it's in Columbia, Missouri. So, I mean, I don't want to pick against Carolina, but I have to do what's right. I think it's probably going to be a high-scoring game again. I don't think we'll be able to put up as much numbers as we did against Florida. I'm going to go ahead and say 38-21.
Wow.
More like a Georgia score.
Wow.
I actually think that Georgia-Missouri game is going to be pretty solid.
Yeah.
Logan?
Sorry.
You're good.
No, this is
You're good.
This is the bet we made. We're laying it.
It breaks my heart.
Here it is.
For us as Carolina fans, we're at dumpster fire. Okay, our expectations were so high, and according to Shane Beamer, our expectations of a football team were too high, and that's why we're bad. Not because his expectations for coaches were too high or whatever. But Missouri's really good offense. Their defense isn't the best. They're allowing a lot of points. They allowed a lot against LSU, a lot against Kentucky. But I think they're going to beat us. I think they're going to make us look like the team that we are. There's no more hiding it. It's out in the open that our defense cannot stop anybody.
Yeah.
That our offense is barely keeping up because we can't be on the field all game when we're getting scored on all game. It's just ridiculous at this point. So give me Missouri, probably by a mile.
Oof. Well, you got some hope for us? Looking to you, man. You got to have some hope here.
You know what?
Take the goggles.
I've actually been the biggest Carolina hater the past 3 weeks out of all of us, probably.
Yeah.
I started the trend. I picked this again. I picked Tennessee over us.
Yeah.
I've seen it coming. The defense is not getting any better. But I will say this. The offense gives you a chance to win every game. Spencer Rattler can win you any game. And this week, I think, I went back and forth all week. And my future brother-in-law in the comment says Carolina by 3.
Yeah.
And he never picks Carolina.
Wow.
At all.
Wow.
And so I'm going to go with my boy Josh. I'm going to go out on a limb.
Wow.
I don't really believe in Carolina. But I'm going to say Spencer is Spencer. Our rushing game is good. And I believe that the defense will get enough stops because Clayton White is fighting for his job, and I think he knows it. But if he lays another egg this week, and God, y'all so bad. I'm so distracted.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know where I was going. I just lost my whole train of thought. Here's my thing. If Clayton White lays another egg this week,
Yeah.
Beamer either has to get the guts to fire him or Beamer's in the hot seat. Because at a certain point, you're the head man. If you can't make the tough decisions, you don't deserve to be there. So I believe a bounce back game for Clayton White. It always happens with one of our coordinators. If they stink and they finally get to a game where the fan base goes, fire him, he's going to do a good enough job to keep Beamer confident enough in him to keep him. So I'm going to take that again with the trend, and we knock off Missouri. And then we'll probably lose every other game afterwards, just like Carolina always does. So
You're
Carolina
right.
by 7.
I can see that story. I can see your story playing out, Will. I can see your story playing out because, it seems like as soon as you lose hope as a Carolina fan, they come out and win a ball game like this.
Like Tennessee last year.
Yeah, and it's like, oh man, there's a little bit of hope here. And then who we got coming up? Vandy, right?
We're back, boys. The boys are back.
Right. And
We have Texas A&M next.
Yeah, and then we got
Then Jacksonville State.
Okay.
Then Kentucky.
Yeah.
Then Vanderbilt. Then Clemson.
It's like you get your hopes up. We're trying to get to a bowl win, and we go to Columbia, Missouri, and our defense is trash. Man, I'm conflicted now. I was really,
I'm not.
I was definitely in the shed here.
Listen, if I'm wrong, I will accept that I'm wrong, but I will never call Carolina against this great Missouri team. Take the goggles off for a minute.
I know.
Clearly.
I know.
My goggles are off. I'm just kind of taking the shot that nobody else was willing to take.
I know.
That's what got me to being tied for the lead, was taking some shots.
Listen. We have Spencer Rattler. We have Super Mario.
Sometimes you just gotta shake and bake, you know.
Hey, you need to be smart moves here.
I do.
You're
I
behind.
do. Listen, no.
You're
Listen,
behind. Make a smart move.
If you're not
I'm not
first,
that far behind.
if you're
We
not
got a
first,
whole
you're last.
season left.
Don't do it, Dustin. Even Kirk's telling you to pick Mizzou right now.
All right.
17.
Listen. Here's
Listen,
reality.
I said 17. I said
Here's
38,
reality.
21.
I don't think we have common sense enough to change anything on defense. I'll be honest with you.
I don't think
it's there. I don't think it's there. Mizzou. I'm gonna go Mizzou by 21.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad.
That's what I want.
I will throw this loss in the trash and be happy with it. I hope I'm wrong, but this is the state of our program. I don't think it's anywhere near time to fire Shane Beamer. I think, we can look at this year and chalk it up like, hey, this is a bad year. But I'm here to tell you that next hire for defensive coordinator better be a home run.
Mhm.
Because right now we're going through Marcus Satterfield 2.0, and this is where we're at.
He never wants to make the big hire.
We're
He wants
wasting,
to make this small hire.
We're wasting Spencer Rattler. It's sad because this team could be a very good team, but defense just and that's what Shane Beamer said. He said the reason why he broke his foot, the reason why he kicked that cooler is because he put his players on the field and they had no idea what to do. That is not what you want to hear in year 3.
And then him not fired.
And them not firing him. I'm sorry. You got to make a statement.
He should have been fired that night.
You think Nick Saban would be sitting here waiting for things to turn around?
No.
Steve Spurrier
No.
would have had that guy go out
Yeah.
and answer it for himself
Right.
of why he stunk.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lou Holtz too.
Yeah.
You saw that during the press conference, like from Carolina fans, you were hearing why is he not making him face the media for this embarrassment that he just put on the field week after week after week.
Yeah.
Like when your head coach has to get up there and say, "We got guys who have no idea what they're doing," hire them. Why are we keeping them?
Kirk, I love you, man. And the last thing in this planet that I would want to ever see is Will Muschamp on the South Carolina sideline in any facility for any reason. I don't care if it's an alumni flag football game. I never want to see that guy on our sideline again. Y'all can have him. He's toxic. He is not a head football coach. The Gators don't like him. We don't like him. But he's doing a great job for Georgia. He's in the perfect position.
Mhm.
He should never reach out to be a head football coach again. So,
Let's get off this train.
All
Let's go positive
We're gonna-
with some more
we're gonna
games. Positive
move on.
with some more games.
to the next thing, rip that Band-Aid off
It
and
hurts.
move on.
It cuts deep.
Yeah.
That's
to
why we
the
got it out of the
second
way
game.
first.
This is why y'all are here. Honestly, at this point, y'all are wanting to see us tortured. So here we are. We're taking number 17, Tennessee, taking on the number 11, Alabama, Crimson Tide. All right. So, and this is kind of what I would say for us and Tennessee is we have that revenge game. I feel like this is going to be Alabama's kind of revenge game with Tennessee because Tennessee won the Super Bowl last year when they beat Alabama. We won the Super Bowl when we beat Tennessee last year. So, this is a whole nother ball game here now in Bryant-Denny Stadium, different facility. Alabama has not shown that they are the dominant Alabama of the past, but Tennessee has also shown that they're capable of a hiccup. Logan, what do you got in this ball game?
Listen, I'm going to start off by saying that when Alabama wins this game, they're not marching those goalposts out of the stadium.
Nah.
This is Alabama
Business as
football.
usual,
They're not going to celebrate by parading down the street saying we beat number 17 Tennessee this year. It's going to be business as usual. Alabama's going to start looking like Alabama again, hopefully this week. Listen, they're 6-1. They still have a shot at the top 4 by the end of the year. And there's a lot of 6-1 teams right now.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of chances for them to get back to top 4 to make it to the playoff. But they got to win this football game.
Yeah.
They have to win it this game, but I think they're going to take it. Spread is 9.5 Alabama, but Alabama is going to be.
Yes, sir. All right, Wilbur.
Yeah, I've said it before this season. I'll say it again. You never go against Saban and Bama.
Yeah.
Ever. You may lose a game here and there by doing it, but you never go against Saban and Bama just because of the pedigree, and I never will. Alabama, revenge game, say it as you will. It's not a revenge game for Alabama because last year, it hurt Alabama, but they're Alabama. It's in the past.
Yeah.
They're on to bigger and better things this year. And I fully believe that if they go on to win out and win the SEC championship, there's no reason why they don't make the college football playoff. How many undefeated teams left are there that realistically have a shot? How many teams are undefeated that still have to play undefeated teams, like Big Ten teams right now? Somebody's going to fall out. Alabama's loss is early, which is what you want if you want a loss in college football. And it was also against a really good Texas team. They're starting to come into their own. Jalen Milroe is not Bryce Young. He is not Mac Jones. He's not Tua Tagovailoa. He's not the quarterback that Alabama's used to. But he is good enough to win games, okay? The running game's starting to get together, and Burton's turning into their number 1 receiver that they've been wanting all season.
Where was Burton from again?
Georgia.
Mm.
And the defense is not as good, but the linebackers have shown promise, which is helping the pass and run game lately.
Right.
So I think the defense is coming on. Give me Bama, and I would say look for Bama to continue rolling, and most people don't want to hear that, but it is the truth.
Yeah. Preston?
Yeah, I mean, if this is in, if this is in Tennessee and Knoxville, I think it's a little bit different story. I can say these quarterbacks are probably the most similar matched quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I think their stats are pretty spot on. I mean, one has 1,300 yards, the other one has 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, 4 picks, 11 touchdowns, 4 picks. They're pretty similar. I think Milroe is probably the better runner. I think he looks to run more often than he does throw. I think since it's in Bama, they're just going to have the home field advantage. They're going to have a crowd behind them. They're a Nick Saban coach team. I think it's going to be, the spread's pretty accurate. I think a 9.5-point game is pretty spot on. I think it's going to be close. I think Tennessee's a good team. I really do. But I think Alabama takes this one, let's say 30-20, something similar to that score. I think Tennessee has a better rushing attack, but I think Alabama takes this because they're a little bit better on defense. So
yeah, I think that's the thing. I think Tennessee's like bread and butters. Try to throw it downfield. You might get away with that once or twice on Alabama, but don't make your money on that.
No, Kool-Aid McKishy on the team.
No, that eliminates the whole half of the field. So
Right.
You're good, and that's we. I think Bama here. I think Bama's going to roll. It might not be pretty. For whatever reason, Bama's not playing pretty football, but they're playing effective football. They're winning ball games. They're at the end of the day, they're running the ball when they got to run the ball, and that's their bread and butter. So I'm going to go about Bama. I think it'll be close. I don't know if it's going to be very high scoring, but I think you'll see a lot of good defense in this game. But I think Bama will pull this one off. So, all right, rolling on to the next pick. We're having the number. Oh, we got Clemson. There's no rank there. Sorry. Clemson taking on the Canes. We have no room to talk.
That was
so
not
nice. I'm just I'm just used to seeing a number in front of their name. So, but hey, they got 2 losses. They're not looking bad. Okay, just saying. So Clemson taking on Miami. This could really start to settle in what the ACC picture looks like. Who's going to take that mantle? Who's going to compare it to the Duke and North Carolina, which is crazy to sit here and talk about North Carolina and Duke being the leaders of the ACC. Oh, wait a minute. I'm leaving one team out.
Oh, yeah, they're back.
The Noles.
Okay.
They're back. Don't forget the Noles. But, so we got Clemson taking on the Canes. Pretty even matchup here. Let's go Logan on this one.
Yeah, this is definitely a pretty even matchup. Clemson has a way back into the top 25. They still have, I believe, North Carolina and Notre Dame still on their schedule. If they start building momentum, you'll definitely see them moving up in the top 25. I think they'll probably make it in the next few weeks or so. But I don't really think this is going to be as close a game as it's being pitched.
Okay.
Clemson is the much better football team. They have a much better coach, like we talked about last week. How Miami's coach just made the biggest mistake ever in college football, just not taking a knee and going home.
Yeah.
But I think Kate Klubnik, he's only thrown for 2 interceptions, 11 touchdowns, 1,300 yards. He's starting to come into his own. I think he's going to have a good game this week against Miami. Give me Clemson.
Wow, Tyler, Miami by 3. What a pick right there. Interesting. That's awesome. Well, when you start feeling better, we'll have you on the show and you can talk about it. Okay. Will, what's your thoughts on this ball game? Tyler's not feeling very good. We gotta pray for Tyler.
Clemson this week on ESPN, 52.5% chance to win. So they have the better percentage. The line goes by 3 to Clemson.
Okay.
Over under is 48.5. It's in Miami.
Mm-hmm. Much
there's a
home
lot
field
of-
advantage there.
There's a lot of no home field advantage. It's Miami. They play in an NFL stadium. They can't pack it out. It's kind of embarrassing. But I mean, it's the hands they've been dealt. They can't build a stadium near their college because there's not enough land. They have to do it. It is what it is at this
Been
point.
there, done that. I've seen it.
But this one's a tough one for me this week. I kind of had who I was gonna pick in mind. Saw my aunt in the comments. She's a Clemson fan, so that makes it.
Is this Beth?
Yeah, that's Low.
I like the little tiger there.
Absolutely.
You little dog.
It's gonna make it tougher.
You're learning, Logan.
Knowing that she's watching, but I'm gonna have to stick true to my gut here. Statistically, Miami has the better quarterback. Statistically, Miami has the better running back, and statistically, Miami has the better receiver, number one receiver. It's in Miami. I think Miami is a better team than the record shows because of that. I mean, if the coach doesn't make that mistake, they're 5-1, and the other loss is not a bad loss.
They lost to Georgia Tech, though.
Okay, everybody has an off game.
Yeah.
We see Notre Dame. They can look terrible against Louisville and then come out and beat USC by 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Louisville hasn't played too many people except
Sure.
Notre
I
Dame.
thought they lost.
Now listen here. We talked about the Kansases and Kansas States now. So don't give me this whole.
Anyways,
Listen, your argument last week was you play who you play, or 2 weeks ago. Was
I'm
play
going
who
to
you
take – who said it down here? Someone said it right here.
Who said it? Who said it?
Tyler said it.
Who done it?
Who done it?
I'm going with my boy Tyler.
Okay.
I haven't always been loyal to him in the past, but I'm going to go with him. Miami by 3.
My 3. All right.
Give me the Canes. Sorry, Aunt Beth. I love you.
All right.
She's taking me to a Clemson game later, so I'm going to a Clemson game with her. I'm going to make
You
it
might
up.
not be going in there.
As long as we're not playing Carolina, I don't really know.
I'm playing Georgia Tech.
Preston.
It's tough because the Canes were undefeated until the last 2 games they played. They lost to Georgia Tech, and before that they lost to Duke?
Louisville.
Louisville is pretty solid. So it'd be really, really tough if they lost 3 in a row. But I think they're going to lose 3 in a row.
Oh, it's not Louisville,
They
actually.
lost to North Carolina last week and Georgia
North Carolina.
My bad. My bad.
I thought so. I thought it was one of those blue teams. Anyways, I think it's going to be a good game. I really do. I think the Canes got a lot to lose. I think they can't afford to lose this game, but I think they're going to come out and give it their best shot. But I think Clemson's a better team. I think they got more talent. They just started off rough in this year. But, you know, there's a year for everybody. So we'll see how they play this out today or Saturday, excuse me. But Clemson.
Good pick.
Sorry.
Got Clemson, Miami by 3.
Miami by 3.
Give me the Tigers, man. Give me the Tigers. I think Miami's going to keep on trending towards a 3rd loss in a row. So give me the Tigers. I think they've shown who they really are. I think this year for the Tigers was a slow start, but not a dead start. I think they still have a lot of hope. Thankfully, they have a schedule they can work with and build some momentum. So hopefully it dies out right before the last week of the schedule. That'd be really nice. But I got the Tigers in this
We
game.
died way before that, so it doesn't really matter.
Hope is lost. All right. Next pick, number 16 Duke versus the best team in Florida, number 4 Florida State.
Ooh.
The best team in Florida, number 4 Florida State.
You heard it here first.
There's really not a debate. It's not even close. So, would you rather be good or lucky? Who knows? But number 4 Florida State.
Florida State's been
Duke has been tricky. Okay. Duke has looked good. Duke was our game of the week a couple weeks ago with Josh Evans. But they're taking on the Florida State team, the Cinderella story this year. So, Will, I'll let you go ahead and lead off with this one.
I got one question.
I'm ready.
Does anybody know if Riley Leonard's healthy?
I don't think so.
No, he's not healthy.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He is active.
He's ready.
Is he healthy, though? Is he healthy?
We're back. It's like the 8th week of college football. Nobody's healthy. And Juice Wells is still not on the field.
Juice Wells is holding out.
Yeah,
He's absolutely
I would
holding
not
out.
stop.
Here's the thing.
He's uncertain.
No, he's
Here's the thing. This is
He's
where I'm going.
uncertain or his body's uncertain.
If Riley Leonard's healthy,
Mind, soul.
why do you always wait for my pick to just go nuts?
I was trying to add some clarity to his condition. Is it
I
his?
just want to.
It's his ankle.
Oh,
I just want to make a pick.
Man,
Talk over me.
throw a boot on and roll out. I mean, come on.
roll out.
Roll out.
Oh,
All right, Will.
Are we done?
wait, no. Go ahead.
Are we done?
Sure.
Okay.
Tyler's got a comment.
Oh, everybody's got a comment. Only when I'm talking.
Here's your boy. He's got Florida State by 30.
Of course he does.
All right.
It doesn't matter. He's Florida State. He'll pick them by 30 in any game.
All right, Wilbur.
Here's the thing. If Riley Leonard is healthy,
Okay.
I take Duke for the upset.
So what's your pick?
But since he's not healthy and I don't have any,
You got to make a decision.
I'm gonna go Florida State.
Wow.
If Riley Leonard's healthy and plays, I'm still at this point. I gotta take Florida State no
Gotta
matter
take
what.
one.
I'll take it close. But if Riley Leonard doesn't play or if he's not 100%, Florida State rolls.
Okay.
Riley Leonard's the key. He's the glue that holds that team together. He's the
He's
guy
only
in the
thrown
middle.
3 touchdowns. Yikes.
But he's led them to big wins, and he's a good leader.
Yeah.
So, but since I can't be guaranteed on that, I'm gonna take Florida State in a big one.
You had something to say, Logan?
I said big wins.
Big wins.
By Duke.
Duke?
I mean, Duke, that big win has come against not a whole lot of people. I mean, they almost came back against Notre Dame, a struggling Notre Dame team.
LA? Yeah.
That is Lafayette, I believe.
I thought it was basketball.
I don't know. It's someone.
Oh, it is Duke, so
Sure.
that makes sense. All right. Interesting.
They did beat Clemson.
Boy, what a lovely schedule. It must be nice to be in that schedule. Wow. No numbers in front of any of those ball
Let's
games.
take a look at
What's that like? So Leonard's the key. What is your thoughts?
I think Leonard was the key to them winning games against nobody. I think even if he plays, I think Florida State's still going to take this one.
Okay.
Travis is still too much. He has 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns, only 1 interception. I think their offense is going to be way too much for Duke's defense. Like I said, they haven't played a whole lot of high-powered offenses except for maybe Notre Dame. But, yeah, give me the Seminoles.
Say Notre Dame.
Seminoles. By what's your number?
Give me the spread, 14.
14. Wow. All right. Press on.
You know what they say?
Yeah.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
So, just saying. For
Whatever.
give me.
Happy birthday.
Hey, listen. I think this game is Jordan Travis's comeback game. I think he comes out. I think he lights it up. I think he throws 4 touchdowns. I think he runs for 1, and I think this is going to put him in top 3 Heisman candidacy. I think this is going to, yeah.
Not even close.
Who else? He's got
Oh,
it's 14-1.
That dude.
14-1.
He's doing what this game?
He's going to play well this game.
He did what in the cup? Wow. Oh man.
So what's your pick?
What's the pick? Oh,
I said 60% of the time every time.
I didn't know
Florida
this-
State. Florida State's going to win.
okay.
Florida State.
All right.
Florida State.
Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, Leonard.
yeah.
I'm going to say this is the team of destiny. It's college football. The script writes itself. It's not always the prettiest teams that win. For some reason, the ball just happens to fall where it does sometimes. Spurrier used to say, like, the football gods are shining down on us. Well, for right now, it's not shining on us. It's shining all on Florida State. So I'm going to take Florida State in this game. I think they keep it rolling. They got skill, they got luck, and they have the team of destiny look. So I'm going to keep Florida State in the playoff hunt. So Florida State is my pick for that game. All right. Next up is the game of the week, brought to you by our sponsor, MVC Sports. Make sure if you are looking to have your kids enrolled in any sports program, they got soccer, they got basketball, they got cheerleading. They are having flag football soon. Right now, signups are out for basketball.
Hey, what about men's soccer? Men's soccer?
Sure.
Hey, would you play?
Yeah, man.
I would play too. Nolan, you got 2 players right here.
I'd get hurt.
Yeah, they have men's flag football.
I would not play.
Yeah, it's
I'm
hard.
too slow for that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Truth be told, we'll get Brett help us. Anyways,
Brett's
back to our
too.
sponsor, Middle Valley Sports. Make sure you go check them out on Facebook. They post everything on there for you to know. Right now, they're in the midst of soccer playoffs. Make sure shout out to the Impact with Kenny Roy. Hopefully, my boy brings it home. We win our playoff game on Saturday. We'll see how it happens. Preston, y'all have a game?
Yeah. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. Yes, we do. We play Saturday, so.
Oh, what time?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll go live.
I'm not the coach.
Oh, sorry. Sore subject. Just kidding. So Ella's in the playoffs. Kenny's in the playoffs. What about your kids?
Don't have any. My dog likes to run around on Saturday mornings, but
Your dog likes it.
You know why? Because Saturday mornings are for the boys.
Well, they used to, and then we had kids. So, no, this is where we're at. So thank you for our sponsor, but let's get back to the game of the week here. You guys have been asking for it. Now listen here, Ohio State fans, if you're tuned in right now, please share this because we're going to talk some Ohio State football. Never do that on our show, but here it goes. Number 7, Penn State taking on number 3, Ohio State. I noticed we got your brother-in-law in the chat from Ohio, big Ohio State fan.
Yes, sir.
So, Will, give us your insight on this ballgame.
Yeah, if you know me, you know I always cheer for Ohio State to lose. I don't know where it came from. Just always really had a hatred for Ohio State. I've never really liked them. Up until my soon-to-be father-in-law and my soon-to-be brother-in-law, I never really had anybody that I really got along with that was an Ohio State fan, like pure Ohio State fan, really. So it's been tough. But going into it, looking at the matchups, I think Ohio State has the better team.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Your buddy, time is best spent not talking about Ohio State.
Well, hey, this is for them. I think Ohio State is going to win by 14.
Okay.
I think the running game gets it going. The defense is going to put it together. Henderson, the running back, has been really good this year, and he's really starting to come into his own. And McCord is not going to lose you a game.
Yeah.
He's got the best receiver in college football. And I heard, what's his, Abuke?
Abu.
They got the number 2 receiver. He's been hurt. He's potentially coming back this week. So that gives them their top 2 weapons with their running back starting to really get the running game going. The defense has looked solid. It's won them games this year. And Penn State is not looking that good with oh my gosh. And Penn State's not looking that good offensively too much. They've done enough to win games, but I don't think their quarterback is as good as everybody thinks. I think they'll show their true colors, and Ohio State will win by 14.
I'm going to trust Josh on that. That's the guy you're talking about?
Mike.
Yeah.
Buka.
Yeah, that's it.
Buka. Okay. Thank you, Josh. Thanks for the help. Yeah, I would have butchered that off the get-go.
Yeah.
If you asked me to spell that, I would have been out of the spelling contest for sure. So, yeah, good pick. Good insight. I appreciate the homework there, Will. Logan?
Oh man. This is probably one of the best game of the weeks that we've had all year. This is a really good matchup. Stop.
Listen.
I picked it for you, Josh.
Oh.
Actually, no, I didn't. I wanted to pick against you.
Anyways, Big Ten has.
God, this kid's a big
Already.
All right, the Big Ten has 3 undefeated teams. They're all going to wind up playing each other, so that means a lot for their conference and for playoff. Gosh, it's such a tough one.
Rutgers are in the Big Ten.
Rutgers. I mean,
That's the saddest thing I've
they're
ever
not last. They're not last.
You're not dead.
I think Penn State definitely has a better defense. They're allowing less than 200 yards a game. Gosh, you are the worst. The kids are Ohio State. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
60% of the time.
My name's Jeff.
You rowed the boat.
Yeah, we go. Row the boat. Row the boat. Hey, listen.
All right.
Ohio State
No.
by 7.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say.
Okay, that's it. All right.
I don't watch football if it's above Virginia. I just don't watch it.
Imagine getting to
Missouri.
have teams like Maryland, Rutgers, Indiana, Michigan State, Wisconsin, Northwestern, Nebraska, Minnesota, Purdue, Illinois. Must be nice.
Yeah, we used to play those teams in a meaningless bowl at the end of the year. So
Yeah.
that's nice. Here's what I'll say: Ohio State, I think, is the better team, the most hyped team. I think Penn State, I haven't seen them very significant since Barkley left. So I will say Ohio State. I'm going to go with the crew.
right.
Ohio State with this one. I don't think we separated ourselves a lot with this pick. But guess what, guys? This is a family show. So, Landry, which helmet do you like better, the white one or the gray one?
Which team? You want to pick Ohio State or Penn State? Who? Ohio
I
State?
think Ohio State is what he said.
Yeah.
You like
Okay.
silver or you like blue?
Blue.
Ooh.
Oh.
Do you like Wolverine blue?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Man.
I like it.
Houston Open Fire of the Week this
Oh,
week.
no.
Very good. All right. Well, guys, that's our show this week, man. I hope you guys enjoyed our show. Make sure, if you're a Ohio State fan, now we talked about you now. We're not talking about you. So make sure you share our show. Share it with your friends up there north of Virginia. We might not watch their football, but maybe y'all watch ours, okay? I think Missouri is higher than Virginia. I don't know. I don't know why they're in SEC.
See about those Richmond. Richmond. I don't know.
I don't know.
Selling their
Don't
souls.
get into
We'll
politics now.
Oh,
I like it.
don't
So,
know.
all right, guys. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great week. Have a great Saturday. Go Cox.
Like,
Let's see what happens.
comment, share.
Subscribe. Find us on Twitter,
Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We're there. You just got to find us. Thanks, guys.
See you
Have a
next
great
week.
Bye now.